¿Qué pasa, everybody? It's me, S.I.C, back for another Kamen Rider review. And as you can see, this is the second figure of this line, which is the S.I.C Kawami Tamashi. It's Kamen Rider Ryuki. Now, like I said, this is the second figure to come out of this line, and he's from, as the name suggests, Kamen Rider Ryuki TV series. You must, if you don't know, you probably recognize him as Kamen Rider Dragonite from the show Kamen Rider Dragonite. This is basically, the Japanese version, the original where that show was based off of. And of course, just for some odd reason, I just want to put a figure next to him just to show his size. Here we have Gurren Lagann. Yep, as you can see, he's kind of short, but he's still a nice size figure. So you know what? Enough of this. Let's get on, and that stuff is falling. Let's get on into this review. As you can see, I'm starting with the box, and as you can see, there's pretty much nothing really different. Though, as you can see, he's got, the pictures of the dragon, his, his buckle, and, Master Rider Ryuki, and, of course, you got the glory shots and whatnot. What makes this different, as you can see, this whole thing is covered in plastic, and they improved on the original packaging. What you basically have to do to get the figure out is cut this one piece of tape that's under here. You open it, you open this slot right here, and you just pull it out like that. Figure's already out, and look at that. There's no... Look at that. The box is in perfect condition. So, you could definitely... These boxes are improving every single line, well, so far. But, as you can see, as I'm trying to fit this in, the box is awesome. Boxes alone are great. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother. So, you know what? Let's move on from this and go on to the figure. So, Kamen Rider Ryuki here. In terms of detailing, he looks pretty darn cool. He's got the mixture of this red, black, silver, and whatnot. As you can see, sculpted very nicely indeed. Doesn't have any sparkly, shiny purple paint like Hibiki, but he does look pretty cool. This definitely looks really cool indeed. The armor pieces, as you can see, these shoulder pieces are very loose. They're separate pieces. They don't connect to his arm. And they tend to flop, but it's for a good reason, and I'll get to that in a little bit. As you can see, the head and whatnot, you can see that the red eyes are behind the visor, which looks pretty cool. And overall, is his belt. And overall, he just looks pretty freaking cool. Nice detailing. Do like it a lot. So. Yeah, the articulation from Ryuki here. Say he can look forward, unlike Hibiki. He looks more down. But besides that, he can't look all the way up. He can look straight, and he can look down. Well, that's pretty much it. And his head can go all the way around this time. Due to these loose panels, his arms can actually go that far. And, can also rotate around and whatnot. And also, he's got this little hinge right here on his, that if you move it, it can move. Though, the ball jointed hand, arm, kind of moves around, so, but you can't, there is a joint there that you can't move around. And as you can see, ball joint right there, the only thing is, this hand is fixed, so it can't twist, but this one, this one you can twist as well. Look at that. So again, he's got waist articulation like that. His legs can go forward, and the same with Hibiki, can't really go back. Got a double hinge knee, and his foot, can move left, and the ankle can move. So he's got a little bit more, tiny bit more posability than Hibiki, and that's always a big plus in my book. So yeah, pretty cool with the posing. Now again, in terms of accessories, they're very limited. So yeah, you see he's got 4 different items. As you can see, he's got one hand with a advent card. It's very nice and sparkly blue. He's got another fist It's a clenched fist. It's got a little hole so he can hold his sword for his sword vent. It looks very nice. The sword vent, the sword looks very cool. Nice paint, very nice. And also, he's got the dragon head for his strike vent. As you can see, it's also very nicely detailed. Very nice, really nice. And you see, you can actually open his mouth. So that's pretty it. The only bad thing with the sword, there are two things wrong with it. One, when he's holding it, it tends to flop around, tends to move around, and whatnot. It can't really hold it very tightly. Second part, you gotta be careful when you're putting the sword in his hand, because I tried to do it twice in my second time putting it in his hand. This snapped off, and I freaked out. So, I put a lot of super glue on that, to make sure it stays put. But yeah, so you definitely need to be careful with the sword on that, and the sword tends to flop around a bit. So there you pretty much have with the accessories. Wish it could have been more, but hey, what can you do? So overall, Kamen Rider Ryuki from the Kawami Tamashi line, still a great figure. Still a great figure to have. Once again, you can buy them between $10 to $12, and I still think that's a good price for this, for this line. Nicely detailed. It's got some accessories. Again, the accessories do lack. As again said, wish there were more hands, and wish the sword, can actually stay in the hand without constantly flopping over. And once again, you gotta be careful with the sword. As you can see the little gray part, yeah, that's the glue. So that's why I have him with his strike vent. But again, besides that, it's still a great figure to have if you can, find a way to buy him. I say go for it, because he's definitely worth the price. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like the first video, got some pictures of him at the end. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So until next time, guys, this is Kamen Rider Ryuki. I am S.I.C. I will catch you all later.